Good evening, everyone. I am Hannah Gallego. So, for today's video, we will have a storytelling about Metamorphosis by Frank Kafka. So, the main character of the Metamorphosis is Grigor. He woke up one day, then he transformed into an insect, and he cannot explain why he became an insect. So, let's get started. At the first of the story, as he looks up and realizes what time it is, a sense of stress overwhelms him because he is going to miss the train. Grigor knows the consequences of arriving late at work. That's precisely why Grigor tries to speed things up. The whole rush is fueled by a series of encounters with a boss who never accepts any form of excuse, no matter how severe it may be. The employees must always be right on schedule, something that Grigor and his coworkers despise. At first, Grigor's mom realizes that there is something wrong, and she knocks on the door to see what's going on. Why is not answering me? When in the first place is very conscious about time. What is wrong with him? Although Grigor hears his mother calling him, but he cannot open the door. It's unusual for him to give short answers, and it's the first sign, which indicates a certain behavioral change. Grigor! Grigor! You need to eat now because you're late for work. His sister tries to reach him, but unfortunately, Grigor is unable to move his body. To spice things up, Grigor's office manager and chief clerk also arrive. Grigor! Grigor! Time flies so fast and you're wasting our time. You might regret this. The superiors are not too content with Grigor's delay in warning of the consequences that may befall him. On top of that, Grigor also receives a quick insight regarding his recent performance. According to the manager, his achievements are unacceptable and the new dispute point can also worsen the situation. While Grigor is led to believe that his efforts were not satisfactory, his voice starts to mutate. I don't know what is happening to our son. I'm so worried about him, her mother said, and all the people on the other side of the door recognized that Grigor is seriously ill, and something needs to be done. The exhausted Grigor finally dragged his body across the floor to unlock the door. What creature on earth is that? That creature is so disgusting! All the individuals in the hallway are horrified by his appearance. His manager bursts out of the room, disgusted by the visual outside. Grigor attempts to explain the situation to him, but his father and mother prevent that from happening. They lay Grigor on the bed for him to rest. He begins reflecting on all of his past decisions, utter discussiousness of human interaction in his line of work, and how much he hates his job. He also begins pondering that if it not for his family and the need to provide them, he wouldn't be in that place. Grigor's whole life is now under surveillance. While asleep, his sister comes to visit him and make him a breakfast containing both milk and bread. They soon find out that Grigor is no longer interested in such diets and eats the food scraps his father provides. In the meantime, he stays hidden under the couch, not wanting to frighten his sister. At the moment, the only amusement he has is listening to the family members talking. How bad the situation is, and how to deal with the economic situation and so forth. Grigor is unable to help his family in time of crisis and provide any assistance. Grigor devises a plan to send his younger sister Greta to take violin lessons. However, the unfortunate turn of events hampers Greta's dreams and hopes. His inability to work and contribute to the family leaves Greta on edge. In the meantime, he also finds out that his mother wants to visit him, but his sister and father prevent that from happening. As time passes, Grigor begins to explore his new form and becomes more and more comfortable with his appearance. Oh, Grigor, I think it's better if we move some furniture if it's okay with you. His sister even suggests that it's for the best to relocate some of the furniture in that room to give him more space. Rigor opposes this idea and makes a final push to save a picture of a woman hanging in the wall. Rigor's mother passes out when she sees him in such unorthodox position. Rigor moves over the kitchen where he encounters his father who has just returned from work. His father throws him apple at him, not aware that he can hurt him in endeavor. One of them hits a delicate spot and leaves Grigor paralyzed and seriously injured, not permanently. The family hires a cleaning lady to help them with Grigor. Good morning, Grigor! I'm your new cleaning lady. So can I start the cleaning can I start cleaning your room now? On one occasion, she leaves the door open and Grigor can listen to the sounds of the violin. Wow! Nice performance, Greta! Wow! You really did a good job. As they complimenting Greta's performance, and for the lodger, it was breathtaking. And she somehow tries to make them feel more comfortable because of the additional revenue is high importance to them. Grigor tries to avoid contact with everyone in the flat, but one of the lodgers sees Grigor's and alarms the place. His father tries to conceal the disappointment and directs the new tenants to their room. However, they all complain that the condition of the apartment and refuse to the rent. Gret on the other side grows tired of Grigor and all the troubles he has caused for the family. She even declares that once they get rid of him, the whole family will flourish. Grigor's father agrees with his proposition and thinks of a way to make Grigor leave. Grigor unexpectedly deprives the family of his presence. He dies, and his horrified appearance is wiped out from the face of the earth. Grigor's death brings relief to the family. The cleaning lady is in charge of disposing the Grigor's body so that nothing remains. The financial part continues to the trouble to the family, and they move to a smaller apartment to reduce the expenses. Mr. and Mrs. Samsa, Grigor's parents, now believe it's time to find a suitable husband for their daughter. All they have been through serves as an incentive to pursue success and happiness. In other words, Greta develops into a strong, independent personality which fits into the picture of a perfect wife. And that is all. Thank you.